For 400 million years, the oceans have been home to one of nature's most enduring mysteries, the silent, epic journeys of sharks. These are not random wanderers, they are ancient navigators following invisible highways across the planet's vast blue wilderness. Welcome to the Global Ocean Odyssey. In this documentary, we explore the secrets of shark migration and the highways they follow. Chapter 1. The Biological GPS. Their journey begins with a sense we are only just beginning to understand. Sharks possess a sixth sense, the ability to detect the Earth's magnetic field and use it to navigate with precision. They also track odor corridors, sensing chemical signatures in the water from miles away. Their hearing detects the low-frequency vibrations of prey or currents from vast distances. By combining these senses, sharks create a multi-layered map, allowing them to cross entire basins. Chapter 2. The Ocean Highways. The sea is a system of massive, invisible rivers. The Gulf Stream is one of the most powerful highways, a conveyor belt of warm water flowing north. Migrating sharks hitch a ride on these currents, saving up to 50% of their energy. Deep below the surface, even more mysterious currents flow, used by deep-diving species. Seamounts are the rest stops of the ocean highway, where sharks rest and refuel. Chapter 3. The Great White Odyssey. These apex predators are the ultimate long-distance travelers. Every year, they travel thousands of miles to a specific patch of ocean known as the Shark Cafe. In this mid-ocean desert, they perform repeated deep dives for reasons that still puzzle scientists. Chapter 4. The Gentle Giants. Whale sharks follow their own unique highways, guided by the seasons. They time their arrivals with coral spawning in Australia, feasting on the abundance of life. From there, they cross the Indian Ocean, traveling toward Africa in a journey that lasts months. Chapter 5. The Schooling Hammerheads. These sharks follow temperature gradients to find their way. Their wide heads act like a massive sensor, picking up the Earth's magnetic signature. Volcanic islands like the Galapagos serve as magnetic beacons for migrating hammerheads. Chapter 6. Eyes in the Deep. Technology is revealing the secrets of these hidden highways. Through satellite tracking, we follow individual sharks for years, mapping their precise routes. This tech has revealed blue corridors, critical areas that sharks return to again and again. Chapter 7. A Fragile Future. The highways sharks follow are now filled with modern threats. Overfishing along migration routes has led to a catastrophic decline in many species. Our waste also travels these highways, creating a deadly obstacle course for migrating animals. Climate change shifts ocean temperatures, forcing sharks to abandon ancient routes for cooler waters. But there is hope. By protecting these blue corridors, we can ensure their journey continues. Chapter 8. The Ocean's Sprinters. The Mako shark is the fastest traveler on the ocean highway. Their unique skin and streamlined bodies allow them to cover hundreds of miles in just a few days. Chapter 9. The Bull Shark's Bridge. These unique travelers venture from salty highways into freshwater rivers. This adaptability allows them to utilize rivers as protected nurseries for their young. Chapter 10. The Tiger's Path. Tiger sharks have incredibly versatile and unpredictable migration patterns. They are true ocean wanderers, crossing entire basins while following the seasons and their prey. Yet, remarkably, they often return to the exact same coral reef year after year. Chapter 11. The Rhythm of the Sea. Migration is often a direct response to the changing seasons. In the summer, many sharks flock to cooler, nutrient-rich kelp forests and coastal waters. As winter approaches, they retreat to the warmth of the tropics to find more consistent prey. Chapter 12. The Great Sardine Run. This is one of the most spectacular feeding events on the planet. It draws hundreds of sharks from thousands of miles away, following the cold currents that carry the fish. The timing must be perfect. Arrive too early or too late, and the highway of food is gone. Chapter 13. Shared Highways. Sharks often share their migration routes with other majestic species. These shared routes are the lifeblood of the global ocean ecosystem, connecting distant habitats. Chapter 14. Into the Abyss. Some shark highways lead deep into the unknown. The Greenland shark travels through the deepest, coldest highways of the North Atlantic. These ancient navigators follow the same deep-sea routes for generations, living for centuries. Chapter 15. Magnetic Beacons. Some geographical features act as magnetic lighthouses. Sharks follow mid-ocean ridges, using the magnetic signatures of the lava to keep their course. Chapter 16. The Starting Line. Every migration begins in a nursery. In these protected areas, young sharks grow strong before they ever set fin on the great highways. It is here they learn the sensory skills they will need to navigate the world. Chapter 17. Mapping the Invisible. Tracking technology has come a long way. Acoustic telemetry allows scientists to listen as sharks pass through specific gateways along the coast. This global network is creating the most detailed map of shark migration ever seen. Chapter 18. Guarding the gateways. It's not enough to protect sharks, we must protect their routes. Enforcing protection on the high seas is one of the greatest challenges in marine conservation. It requires international cooperation to secure these transboundary highways for future generations. Chapter 19. The Indigo Wanderer. The blue shark is one of the most widely distributed travelers. A single blue shark can travel over 5,000 miles in 1 year, crossing the entire Atlantic Ocean. Chapter 19. Thermal Highways. Sharks often migrate to stay within their preferred temperature range. Cold water currents can act like walls, keeping certain species within specific corridors. Chapter 20. The Next Frontier. What does the future hold for these ancient travelers? Artificial intelligence is now being used to predict how migration routes will shift in response to climate change. With better data and global will, we can ensure the ocean's highways remain open and safe. The global ocean Odyssey of the shark is a story of endurance, mystery, and the interconnectedness of our world. Protecting these ancient highways is the only way to protect the future of our oceans. Thank you for joining us. Chapter 21. The High Seas Wanderer. The oceanic white-tip shark is the ultimate nomad of the open ocean. Historically known for following ships across vast distances, they are masters of navigating the nutrient-poor high seas. They follow highways of warm water, covering thousands of miles without a single landmark to guide them. Chapter 22. Crossing the Threshold. For many sharks, the equator is a major geographical boundary. The wall of tropical warmth at the equator acts as a barrier for some species, while for others, it is an open gateway. Understanding these hemispheric patterns is key to global shark conservation. Chapter 23. The Vertical Highway. Migration doesn't just happen across the surface. Many species engage in diel vertical migration, traveling to the depths by day and the surface by night. This nightly journey allows them to follow the migration of their prey through the water column. Chapter 24. Listening at the Gate. Coastal gateways are where we hear the heartbeat of migration. These stations capture the unique acoustic signatures of passing sharks, mapping their arrival times with precision. Chapter 25. Island Hopping. In the Coral Sea, sharks follow the stepping stones of islands. This massive reef system acts as a continental-scale highway for species moving through the Pacific. Chapter 26. Mediterranean Mysteries. The migration paths here are ancient and largely hidden. This narrow gateway is a critical choke point where sharks from the Atlantic enter this landlocked sea. Chapter 27. The Indian Ocean Corridor. A highway connecting the tropics to the sub-Antarctic. Sharks here time their movements with the seasonal monsoons, following the nutrient-rich water they bring. Chapter 28. Citizen Science. Everyone can help map the ocean highways. Public photo contributions are helping scientists track individual sharks that satellite tags might miss. Chapter 29. The High Seas Treaty. Protecting migration requires global law. New treaties are being forged to protect the high seas, the very corridors where sharks are most vulnerable. Chapter 30. The Path Forward. Our understanding is growing, but time is running out. The health of the ocean depends on the survival of its apex predators and the highways they follow. By securing these routes, we restore the balance of the world's largest ecosystem. These ancient navigators have shown us the way for millions of years. Now, it is our turn to show them the way to a safer future. The global odyssey of the shark continues. Protecting these ancient highways is the legacy we leave for the oceans. Thank you for traveling these ocean highways with us. The mystery of migration remains, but the path is clearer than ever. For the future of the oceans and the ancient travelers who call them home. Farewell. Chapter 31. Pacific Pelagic Corridors. The Pacific is the largest stage for the great shark migrations. This cold highway supports an incredible diversity of life, guiding great whites and blues from the coast to the open sea. Chapter 32. Atlantic Crossing Strategies. The Atlantic presents its own unique challenges. Sharks follow this underwater spine, using its magnetic and topographical features to cross the entire ocean. Chapter 33. Indian Ocean Current Systems. A highway system driven by the monsoon. The Agulhas Current is one of the fastest on Earth, a high-speed corridor for sharks moving south along Africa. Chapter 34. Arctic Frigid Highways. Even the coldest seas have their ancient travelers. They follow highways of frigid, high-oxygen water, moving at a glacial pace through the centuries. Chapter 35. Southern Ocean circumpolar paths, the most isolated highways on the planet. Sharks here follow the circular currents that surround the frozen continent, following blooms of krill and fish. Chapter 36. Coastal continental shelves, the frontage roads of the ocean highway. These sharks follow the contours of the coastline, using the shelf as a safe and nutrient-rich path. Chapter 37. Estuarine nursery connections, where the rivers meet the highway. Estuaries provide the starting point for a life of migration, safe nurseries for the next generation of travelers. Chapter 38. Deep sea trench navigation, highways in the dark. These deep sea giants follow the walls of trenches, using them as topographical guides in the dark. Chapter 39. Volcanic seamount oases, detailed study of the ocean's lifeboats. Seamounts are more than just waypoints. They are essential feeding grounds that make long-distance travel possible. Chapter 40. Magnetic anomaly, hotspots, understanding the magnetic landscape. Chapter 41. Tracking the future, using data to predict the next century of migration. By modeling ocean warming, we can anticipate how and where sharks will move in the future. Chapter 42. Global policy and marine sanctuaries, building safe havens. Establishing large-scale marine protected areas is the only way to safeguard entire corridors of migration. Chapter 43. Public awareness and ecotourism, the value of a living shark. Responsible ecotourism provides an economic incentive for communities to protect their local shark highways. Chapter 44. The interconnectedness of life. Sharks are the glue that holds the ocean together. As apex predators, they regulate the entire food web, ensuring the health and diversity of the sea. Chapter 45. Reflections on the Odyssey. Our journey through the ocean's hidden highways comes to a close. The future of these ancient navigators is in our hands. Their survival is our survival. Thank you for joining us on this global ocean odyssey. May the highways of the sea always be open. For the sharks, the travelers, and the ocean, farewell.